and welcome to my channel, Home Sweet Home Handmade. I'm Natalie and thanks for being here. I've also got my furry assistant here, Betsy cat, who is determined not to settle down in her bed today. So she's going to be part of this episode as well. So how is everybody? It's been a while. I said I'd come back before New Year, but do you know what? I'm not going to say when I'm going to come back again. It'll just be a nice surprise for you because things don't always work out, do they? So happy 2021. And I hope you all had a nice Christmas if you celebrate. It was quite a quiet one here, just me, my hubby and the pets, which was quite nice. And we started 2021, well, Boxing Day actually. We went into a higher tier in this area for COVID, and in this week we've actually gone into another national lockdown, which is a bit grim because it's quite rough here in the UK at the moment. But trying to look on the positive side of things, it means there's more stitchy time and more stitchy things. So I just wanted to kick off by showing you a couple of gifts that I got for Christmas. And first of all, I got this absolutely amazing necklace from my friend Wendy. Me and Wendy, we did our nurse training together in York. And she's a very dear friend. She lives in Northern Ireland. And she made me this silver thimble. She bought the thimble separately and then the chain. I'll just show you a little close up. It's got little daisies on it. And it is absolutely beautiful. And she soldered the little jump ring at the top on. So yeah, absolutely love that and I'm going to treasure it. I think Wendy is planning to open an Etsy shop at some point with these. And she makes a lot of other jewellery. She's very crafty. But if anybody is interested in these thimble necklaces, my email address is below. Just drop me an email and I can pass your details on to Wendy and she can get in touch with you. I know she's got lots of different silver thimbles, but I just think that's a really sweet gift for somebody that's really interested in sewing. So that was from my friend Wendy. She put a little card in telling me all about it, and she said that this sterling silver thimble, 1956, James Swan and Son, bought from a Yorkshire antique seller, and the chain is from a York antique seller. So it was very unexpected and a beautiful gift. So as I say, if you're interested in those thimble necklaces, just drop me an email and I'll pass it on to Wendy. So the other two special gifts that I got were from my sister Emily, Stitching from Gnome Cottage on Instagram, and she did this little ornament. I asked her what it was. I thought it might have been a prairie schooler, but she said it was tiny modernist. So she's put some little pins there as well. And then the finishing on the back is amazing. These pom-poms. So I'm actually, I know this is a Christmas ornament, but this is way too nice to put away. So I'm keeping this out all year round. So I love it. And then the other thing that she made me, that when I opened it, it brought a real tear to my eye, was this picture that she did. And this is Silver Creek Samplers design, and it is absolutely stunning. I love the colours, the frame. I love this like double mount that she picked but just everything about this, because I love going to the beach, not to necessarily sit on the beach, but I love beach combing, so looking for sea glass and like shells and things like that. And I've got quite a stockpile of sea glass, so I'm hoping to get a little drill, because I'm hoping to incorporate some of the sea glass into some scissor fobs and thread keeps. And thank you to everybody that purchased one of my scissor fobs that I put in my shop recently. So I've got some more supplies in, so I'm in the process of making some more. So there's a link to my folksy shop below, and if you follow me on Instagram, where I'm Home Sweet Home Handmade as well, then I will post there when the new stock is going to go into my shop, but that should be shortly. But I'm holding it there because I'm hoping YouTube will pick that as my thumbnail, because it's absolutely beautiful. I love it, and it will go in my bathroom alongside the other piece that she did for me, and I'll insert a photograph here and you'll be able to see it. That was a little designs. So yeah, I just love I think I recognised, but I asked her what the floss was on the dress, and it's my favourite Gentle Art dungarees. But yeah, a stunning piece. I love the little sequin. So she stitched this on linen, I'm not sure what count, but yeah, beautiful. So I just wanted to show you those special pieces that I got for Christmas. So I started off 2021, I thought I'd better count up my whips, and so using my new 2021 book of days, I counted up my whips and was horrified to find there were 53. I knew there'd be quite a lot because I started quite a few in 2020, but 53 is way too many. So I had some ones that I was a little bit unsure about, and I just had to think. I just thought about them for a few days, and I actually ditched 1, 2, 3, 4 off. So I'm now down to 49 whips. So what I've done is I've decided that I'm going to do no new starts, well, planned new starts from January to June. But I have started Emily's 2021 Christmas project, which I will be showing in the secret squirrel section at the end, so it gives her time to switch off, hoping she's settling down. And also the planned Modern Folk Embroidery 2021 stitch along that I've started on the 1st of January. So yeah, it was quite interesting just writing down all my whips, and it made me realise that I've got some really lovely projects that I want to get back to, I want to pull out, and I want to actually finish this year. Some of them, I mean, I started a Hawk Run Hollow, the village. That's not going to be finished this year, so that will be rolled over. But I've got quite a few that I know I could finish this year. So I've been filling in the journal and just putting some things down the side, purchases. I'm trying not to purchase too much from January to June. Threads are okay, but trying to pare down back on the charts. Excuse me. So yes, that's been really good to put some things in daily, and to count up my whips. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna, if they do these every year, I think I might get one every year. So, let me put you back, madam, into your bed. That's it. Fairy assistant getting a bit unruly. So, look, I've got all my projects down here, so we'll just crack on. So, in here, that I've worked on since I last saw you. The first one is Little Dove Designs Holly Jolly Christmas. Lovely. So I'm working and doing that little cottage. And I think I've put a few more stitches in this since I last saw you. Put that away. There we go. So I've filled in the grass, put a bit of snow down. So yeah, like this. You'll see a theme in this video of Little Dove Designs. So I'm going to put that away now, and I'll probably pull it out for Christmas in July, Jolly July. So the other one that this was a new start in December, and this is another Little Dove Designs, and they recently had a sale for the Nutcracker, but I just bought it as a whole kit. Like that. And I've only made a very small start on this. Get in. Very small start being the operative word. So yeah. So I love this colour of this Ada. It's a pale like sage green. So that will go away as well into November. In here as well, I've got a little flyer. I thought I'd show you. So for our wedding anniversary in November, my husband booked an afternoon tea at a place called the Assembly House in Norwich. But because of COVID and our restrictions, it had to be cancelled. So we booked it for Saturday the 19th. And it just so happened that it was a Narnia afternoon tea. And The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe is actually one of my favourite books. And I'm aware that the Stitching Book Club, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe is one of their stitch-alongs. I think that'll probably be the winter one. So yeah, so I was absolutely chuffed to bits when I realised that's actually the Assembly House at the top. So these are really cute, and you could take them away. So I'll just show you that because I slipped it in here. The next one that I started in December is actually a gift. My husband's brother lives in Sydney in Australia, and him and his wife are expecting a baby in April. So I've decided to make a little gift. I've made this before, and I'm going to put a little bell in. So it's a little bunny rattle. So this is out of Cross Stitcher July 2010. It's quite sweet. So I'm just using a bit of Stash Ada. I think it's just Vintage Ivories Vigar. So there's my start. Sorry, I haven't ironed any of these. So my stitches on there look a bit lumpy bumpy, but actually it's the thread that I'm using, which is a hand-dyed Japanese thread from Loop of London for, oh, I'm not going to try and pronounce them, but that's the make. So, and yeah, you get 150 meters, so it's like a huge scale. So they're quite muted colours, but the one that I've used for the main bit of the rabbit is, I think it was dyed with madder, so root, and it's brought up quite a subtle variegation. So I quite liked that subtle effect of the rabbit. So it's going to be a little boy bell in there. I made a good start on that, but I need to crack on with it so that I can get it in the post. So, the next one is a project that I couldn't find to show you on my last regular Flosstube, because the one before was the Christmas gifts extra, which I hope you enjoyed. And if you haven't watched it and it's your first time here, nip back to my last episode and you'll be able to see all the stitchy gifts that I made for friends and family for 2020. So this one is in my amazing Penelope's Pocket project bag, and this is Hello Mr. Darcy, I think it was, because that's like Netherfield. And in here is another Little Dove's Designs. I told you that I like them, and this is for a colleague of mine, Tea and Gossip, because he's a great Orla Kearley fan, so I thought particularly those and those flowers. So his birthday is in February. I was going to get this done and framed, but we are in lockdown here in the UK at the moment. They're going to review it on the 15th of February. So my framers is closed. So what I've decided to do is I've decided that I will do this for him for Christmas. So it takes the pressure off. And I've just started a little bit on that. So I will put this away now and pick this up again. I don't know, I haven't really worked out a schedule each month what projects I'm going to work on. But I'm going to work on ones that call me. So this will probably come out back end of the summer, autumn, in time for getting it framed. Right, the next one is the Modern Folk Embroidery 2021 sale, and I haven't printed off the pattern because I've got it on my phone, but you've all seen this. It's that one there. Beautiful. So we are starting up here, little birdies. And I am using, it's a Svigot oatmeal, I think, 14 count from my stash. I had a big enough piece in my stash, and rather than order anything new, I decided to, use from stash. And the two DMC colours that I'm using, can find them. I've got them. And so I'm using 930 and 931. So we've got an infiltrator coming across who's been for a little drink. So yeah, I'm trying to keep up. It's released every month. but there's a lot of stitching. You don't realise it, but there is a lot of stitching. Goodness me, that's it. She's gone in the window now. So Emily's doing it as well. She's doing blues. We've sort of decided, because we want to like stitch on this but also stitch on other things, we're sort of doing it as a stitch along between us now, because you don't want to feel so rushed that you don't enjoy the process. The other thing that I've got in here, that I've just put in here just to just moving things along so she can get across, little pest. The dilemmas of filming with animals is I've got this little hanging. I've had this knocking around for ages. I've done quite a few of these, but this is on my list to finish, Home Sweet Home. I just need to backstitch the letters, and I think there's a few more things to put at the bottom, but this is quite close to a finish. So while I was looking for fabric for this stitch along, I saw this and I thought, right, I'll put it in there and then I'll finish that. Right, are you coming across? Right, got a Betsy cat. Into your bed, please. There we go. Right, and talking of Betsy cats, the next one is Modern Folk. No, it isn't Modern Folk Embroidery. I'm talking about the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And of course, I had to do this one, didn't I? Happy Winter, because that looks like you, doesn't it? So, yeah. I think I said last time I wasn't going to do the snowshoes. But, yeah, very, very, very cute. So, using some threads from Stash and some called for, and just made a tiny little cute. This fabric is XU Designs. I think it's light cocoa. Yeah. So that'll go back into my rotation at some point. In here, which is a patchwork paw print bag, which is an Etsy shop, which I'll link below. She's very close to me. She lives in Norwich. So I've got two projects that I've started, but I just wanted to show you the inside of this bag, because I believe this is a Liberty robin fabric. So in here I've got Jenny Bean's Christmas Sampler, which I think I showed you that in my last project, along with the Blackbird designs to say which one should I start. So I started this one, and I've only got a very small start on this, but I love the colours. And this is another XU Designs. This is Baby Sheep. So I love that fabric. So yeah, so this will come out again in July. Mostly Gentle Art threads, which I have to say are my favourites. And then the other one that I've got in here is Stacey Nash Primitives, the Cracker series, and this is Whittaker. I was watching Rebecca from Hedgerow Stitching. She was stitching Whittaker, and I thought, I've got that in my stash, so I'll pull that out. And I've only made a very, very small start. And I think I said in my last episode I didn't know whether I was going to use parchment or roasted marshmallows. This is a pitiful amount of stitching to show you. Just the top of his head. And this is a beige Charles Craft Ada that comes in a tube, hence that's why it's rolled up. So I did decide to use the Gentle Art roasted marshmallow. So yeah, and I love the ginger snap for his trousers. I love that. So yeah, so that goes in that bag with that Christmas project. Right, so that's all the things that I've been working on, apart from my secret squirrel, which I'll come on to in a bit. But I just wanted to announce the winner from my last regular Flosstube for the Christmas bundle that I had. So before I did this video, I did a random comment picker, and the winner is Alison Flynn. So congratulations, Alison. I'll comment on your comment, and my email address is in the description box below. So if you just drop me an email with your details, your address details, and I'll get this in the post to you. So obviously it was too late for last year, but there's some really cute things that you can stitch for this year and get a head start. So yeah, so Alison, once I get your details, I'll get that all in the post to you. So my giveaway for this episode is Silver Creek Samplers Dandy Dreams, and this is the one that I did for my friend Anne for her 80th birthday. So I'll insert a picture here of how it turned out. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning this, please can you put in your comment below what your plans are for 2020, what you've worked out to do. So I'll be looking for the word plans. So you must be over 18, you must be a subscriber to the channel, and also give me a thumbs up. But I'll be pulling that next time. It's a really cute design. Okay, so just looking down at my notes. So at this stage I'm going to say goodbye to Emily, my sister, stitching from Gnome Cottage, because I've got the secret squirrel section, which is her gift for Christmas 2021. So yes, I've been very organised so far. So Emily, I'll obviously speak to you soon. As a goodbye, so just give her a time to go. So the thing that I've decided to do for Emily this year is a prairie schooler. So I'm going to do that one. That is called the Needle's Eye, and I'm going to do that design there, bottom. So I'm going to change it, because it says the needle's eye is wide enough for two friends. So I'm going to change it to two sisters. Bottom. So I'll show you my progress so far. I'm using the called for DMC, but for the bit inside the embroidery hoop, I decided that I would use a silk. So I'm going to be using this one, bit inside, and it will be my first time using silk, which I'm excited about. So I am stitching this on a piece of Ada from my stash. It's 14 count Fabric Flair Nostalgia. Oh, not again, we've got an infiltrator. And that's where I am at the moment. So I've got one of the chairs and one of the feet, and that's the bottom of the stand. So yeah, it's quite a nice fabric because it's got a bit of mottling to it. So yeah. Oh, this is difficult trying to work with cats. So yeah, so that's the needle's eye. It's going to be a little bit smaller. I'm obviously going to put our initials at the bottom there. And if you comment about this in the comment section, could you not put what it is? Because obviously I want to keep it a surprise for her. So, and also figuring out a Christmas ornament as well to make for her. She really liked the 2 little sleds that I did for her, that I showed in my Christmas gift video. So I might do her one of those. I'm just looking over here because I think I'm going to change the colours of the dresses, and I might pick from these the Laurie Holt being my bonnet prim Aurifil threads that I've had for a while but I've not actually used. So very sweet, lovely colours. So I might have a go at using those. Nice. And also here is Emily gave me, along with the lovely stitch gift, she gave me loads of stitchy things, and she gave me these scissors. These sheep scissors. So yeah, I love them. So I think that's all I've got for you today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. I have got a buy me a coffee page. There's a link to it in my description box. But just being here and just watching, give me your support is all that I ask, really. And if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please click on the subscription button and also the notification bell, and you know, I'd love to have you along, and also Betsy Cat as well would. So so yeah, please stay safe, take care and enjoy your stitching. Okay, thanks, till next time, bye.